a solution architect. He designed a system. It was working, and now after 2 years, he is going back to business and says, "You know what? I want to I want to revamp my architecture, and it will save 90%." So there is a fear. Someone will ask him, "Why did you do it like that?" That means you did a bad design back then. Means last 2 years you have been spending 90% more that you could have saved. But this is a very important point, like that you mentioned. One has to convey this is not that was not a bad design. It was the right design for that right time, for that right situation.
Yes, absolutely. I think if you get that question, when someone truly asks you, why did you design it like that? Looks like it was a bad decision. Maybe there is a different problem in whichever circles you are communicating.
Mhm.
Because that decision was taken 2 years ago. And I'm sure, or I really hope, that there is more than one pair of eyes looking at that. So it was something that has been checked back. Maybe a few people talked about it. They all agreed and said, let's do it. Why did we take that decision? Of course, you could be a bit snarky and say, you know what, we already knew it's a bad design, but we all wanted to have job security, so that's why we made a bad design, because we were in for the long game. We knew 2 years later we can redesign and that will make us keep our jobs. That was the reason. Now, speaking out loud, it sounds ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
Who would do that in their right mind? So, back at that point in time, when we had whatever amount of information we had, it was the right decision. Now we have more information, so we change it. Change is, I think, the one thing that everyone should design for. Make things easy to change.
And be brave. So if I have to take something out of this discussion, it's like first have the courage to break things, but when you break, make sure you are breaking it the right way. And what is the right way? Break it small and a regular basis. Be brave, saying that the design was correct or it was working when we did. Okay, there is another point actually I would like to mention.